Not her kissing her straight when they've been beating that lady. When I say they've been beating Blake Lively the hell up, when I say in comment sections, in articles, on red carpet, like it don't matter. Wherever she goes, she gets beat the hell up. Beat the hell. Like she literally, it's like she's walking with Tasiki all day long and just getting beat the hell up. Like, my God.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Bravo, We're Black. And I'm here with Big Ken, not the little one, okay? Period. It is Black History Month, and I am black again. Okay. I love you so much. We are just that kind of, we get each other. We're earth signs. You're a Virgo, I'm a Capricorn. We talk nonstop, yet we never run out of things to talk about. I hit up Kendrick, not only because it's Black History Month and this whole month is just Black excellent guests, but because I forgot to ask Aaron and schedule it with him today. So Aaron might be on either later this week or next week, okay? Because it's only so many days we got in Black History Month. But I wanted to have you by yourself anyway. And then I want to have you with the group, which the group is me, you, Raven, and Aaron. So
yes, we're not going to tell the name of the group chat, are we?
No.
Okay.
It's a little bit too ignorant. What is this background? You look like you at a convention or like a gamer's place.
This is my new house. Ooh. Wait a minute, let me not move because it's showing my real house. Hold on. Let me not move. The blur coming off. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, child. Ruin the illusion.
I like it. Well, anyways, you guys, I literally asked Kendrick probably 6 hours ago to be on this podcast, and that's
let me confront you right quick because we do this shit to each other all the time, so like it'll never stop. I know that, but Kaya takes it a step further. Kaya tells people, "Oh, don't worry, Kendrick will be on the podcast like on Tuesday," and then like she would tell me like Tuesday morning, "Oh, by the way, you got to record today." I'm like, "What the fuck? What do you? I'm out of town. Like, what do you mean I have to record today? Like, what are you talking about?" And my ass always shows up. Like, what the hell? At this point, I'm the idiot, okay? I'm the idiot because I show up every time. It's literally me.
But you do it to me also. So
I do.
I'm happy that you do this for me, and I'm happy to show up for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the pop culture episode. Please let me know, since you are the guest, who is your Black excellence? And it can be literally anybody, because you know how we do that.
I do know how we do that. My Black Excellence Award. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I got two. Can I give out two?
Absolutely.
Okay. My Black Excellence Award, one is going to be... Oh, that's going to be too ignorant. I'm not going to say that. My Black Excellence Award...
No, because you always do this. You and Aaron are like...
I was about to... No, I'm not going to do it because I was about to say whatever Black... whatever Black person did Karen Huger's recent facelift, but I'm not going to say that. Instead, I'm going to say the cast of Potomac, because that was one of the best part one reunions that we've gotten in a long time, okay?
Yes.
That, coupled with my other Black Excellence Award, which is Black Cap, a.k.a. Nigga Bird, you know, coming through, saving the day, Avengers, we doing our thing, so... with Anthony Mackie, Captain America, and Potomac, they saved my weekend, okay? It was a long, extended weekend. I had to PTO on Thursday. I kind of didn't work on Friday, and then I, went on to the weekend. It was a good time for me. So the Black people were doing what they needed to do.
And I agree. My Black Excellence Award was for the first time ever, and maybe for the last time, it's going to be Anthony Mackie.
Definitely the last time.
We heard some things about him from multiple people. But guess what? White people are horrible all the time, and they still have their movies, Blake Lively. So let's get into...
Not her kissing her straight when they've been beating that lady. When I say they've been beating Blake Lively the hell up, when I say in comment sections, in articles, on red carpet, like it don't matter. Wherever she goes, she gets beat the hell up. Beat the hell. Like she literally, it's like she's walking with Tasiki all day long and just getting beat the hell up. Like, my God today.
And I made a very good point on Threads. If you follow me there, I'm a lot more radicalized there. Honestly, on Instagram, I'm definitely in those stories. In the stories, sometimes I'm like, I need to take this down. But
yes,
I also I put up things and I rarely delete them, and maybe I should start deleting them if I want to eventually.
Nah.
You know, if I want to eventually appear and get sponsorships and all that good stuff. You know, eventually I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit. For right now, ain't no sponsorships on Threads, so I can say whatever I want to. And I said that, you know, there's always this discourse about how Black people, they don't stick together. They're never going to learn. They need to have each other's back. And to an extent, I understand and I agree. And I'm cool on all that. But if you want to see how white people act, look at how they turned on a small scale on Paige DeSorbo, and look at how they turned on Blake Lively. Girl. Literally a year ago, you couldn't tell me nothing about Paige, and you couldn't tell me nothing about Blake Lively. Every single Met Gala, what is Blake? Is Blake Lively? Blake Lively is a plantation Barbie. I cannot wait to see her. And if I even just say, hey, maybe, even though she might be wrong, maybe Justin Baldoni is also wrong. They'll be like, no, look on December 7th, 2009, when she was 12 years old and Ryan Reynolds was 48. She literally said all this shit. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm not going to defend no Plantation Barbie, but it's just crazy to see how they've turned on each other. And I'm always getting lectured about how Black people need to stick together. I'm just saying, there's some chaos in the white community, and I'm kind of here for it since it's Black History Month.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite thing to see. I literally, like, between, oh boy, Blake Lively was my, like, fashion queen. Like, whenever she stepped on a red carpet, I was like, oh, I know she about to eat down. Let me see how she look. Ate down. Every time, she was always going to eat. I'm talking about she would pop up with a crown, a train, a little piece of bow. And, like, she go get you with, like, what you need to be given, okay? Right. And it's now, like, I feel like her style has become sad and somber. She just, like, look, y'all saw that man. He was touching on my booty when we was on set and stuff. Like, this can't be happening. I'm like, you know what? I feel for my sister, but the white people don't want me to feel for her. So I'm like, okay, let me leave her alone.
You can't even say but and without them saying absolutely not. She's another Amber Heard. And I think that when they say that, it's like, you guys and your version of, and not you personally, but you guys' version of Amber Heard and my version of Amber Heard might be two different kinds of things that I'm seeing here. Because yes, was Amber Heard horrible? Absolutely. But there were some fair points made in court, especially in the UK court. And honestly, don't jump me, but I can say what I want, at least for 28 days this month. Johnny and Amber, they were both beating each other's ass, I feel.
Yes. Personally. People just ignoring it. No.
Yes.
It was a lot of fighting going on in the household.
That Amber was just this woman who's just like not even telling the truth and just tried to pin everything on Johnny, and Johnny is incapable of being a horrible human being, when it's just like, y'all weren't there. And the UK case was a lot different than the American case. And I'm not trying to say that she was a victim, but I'm just saying that he wasn't all the way the victim either. There was two people who was rumbling and tumbling. And that's what I want to say with this case. It could be possible that both Blake and Justin are just horrible people.
Because you're not going to convince me Justin ain't horrible. I'm sorry. I believe it. I believe every word that's been spewed. And there's too many people. Listen, is Blake Lively probably just a horrible human being? Yeah, that might be why I like her a little bit. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. That might be a part of the appeal. Honestly, I'm just going to say that right now. Y'all know my taste in reality TV stars, so I'm just saying that might play into it. But it's too many people that have come out and like supported her too, and they have not supported Justin at all. So either everybody is getting a payout, or Justin might just be a trash ass individual too. Two things can be true at once. Y'all can hate him up, and then y'all can hate him too. Like, let the hate go. Listen, the day y'all convince me to hate a woman and not a man will be a cold day in hell. Okay, men are just horrible, terrible. It's 2025. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And it's just like, okay, my whole point last time was, why do you need a podcast to talk about how you are an ally? And this time I'm like, why do you need a whole website full of what you think is your side of the evidence? Like, if you have all that, that is actually also alarming to me, because I understand that she cherry picked some stuff, but the shit that was cherry picked was very concerning.
Very. I'm alarmed by everything. Every update that I get, first of all, every update I get is against my will. That's first of all, because I feel like I just be politely scrolling my Instagram, looking for memes of like random ass like ignorant pranks, or clips of baddies, or like something like that. My Instagram is filled with tattoos,
of course,
the random shit, and then I come across Blake Lively once again, and then Justin. I'm like, okay, People Magazine.
Justin Baldoni releases Blake Lively's birth certificate. Like, what?
Right.
What are we talking about right now? I don't.
She's an immigrant. White men pulling it. They pulling it now, okay?
Him and that man bun, like, she should have at least hit him. Like, I don't know. Like, make it worth all this drama that we're bringing. And I also feel like, okay, if it's truly this bad, I don't think that she would risk making this like lawsuit what it is, because it doesn't help her at all, because she knows in discovery all this shit is going to have to come to light. So I really don't think that she's putting it out there without knowing that obviously there's something else that's going to be revealed. And the fact that that shit is pushed back until next year, I'm just like, can we just settle this and both of them can go somewhere? Please. And also, while we're getting on Blake Lively and how horrible she is, let's just say I love Deadpool, but she didn't get married on that plantation alone. And he's a lot older than her.
And let me say, listen, I don't know where this came from, but I had a whole conspiracy theory form in my mind just this past weekend. I literally, because I forgot how close those movies came out together. I think that once all this drama started brewing, all this stuff could have happened in the background where he's like, let me help you get some control. Let me do this with Ledoux. But Ryan Reynolds definitely could have been involved in this. And I think Kevin Feige probably set his ass down and said, now look, bitch, you coming over here. You was over there with Fox at first, okay? You was doing what you needed to do, but you was doing it with the little dogs. You with the big dogs.
Big dogs.
What the fuck you not gonna do is come over here and embarrass me. So if you and your wife can't figure this shit out, I'm gonna figure it out for you. You don't want me to figure it out because I'm gonna figure it out like Olivia Pope. See, I'm gonna figure it out like Annalise Keaton. We gonna get this shit figured out like that. Okay? That's how we gonna do it. So you better get, and I think he took heed and he went out and he did what the hell he needed to do. They said, okay, you ain't about to ruin my wife's image. No, we about to ruin some images back. How about that?
Together. Exactly. Me, you, Taylor Swift, Gigi Hadid, Selena Gomez, everybody. Everybody. Like, everyone in the girl group is going to get it. Okay. And I don't know, like, I'm so sick of this story, but every day there's a new thing. I think my favorite thing is that I watch this black costume designer on TikTok. Mind you, like, it's just, I don't even know how I got into this rabbit hole, but this black costume designer on TikTok, she was like, as a costume designer, and I'm like, why are we getting so many angles?
And do we need it?
It's like, so unnecessary. But guess what? I watched. I was one of them 26 million views she got. And she was like, oh, as a costume designer, I really believe that Blake took this over because Lily Bloom, who's a character on It Ends With Us, mind you, this whole movie is terrible. She's like, Lily Bloom is supposed to be a young woman who's a floral designer. So even if she is wearing all these labels, it would not be this Valentino bag that she wore, and she would not just dress this ugly in general. And I'm like, well, you made some good points there. And do I believe Blake Lively tried to take over that movie? Absolutely. But I just don't feel like Justin is this innocent man who he's portraying himself to be. Because if you had that whole porn addiction and you had to go to all this therapy and you had to do these TED Talks, that means that you were a horrible person in the past.
Okay. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I just know I want them out of my life.
It's not going to happen. It's like every time. And then they got the nerve to pop out at SNL And I'm just like, can you guys just go away?
Right.
Go stay in the house. Justin is in Hawaii, so I'm like, okay, the paparazzi is following him there. Cool,
right.
Whatever. But Blake and Ryan got the nerve to be at the SNL 50, and I'm just like, can y'all please stay the hell home?
Can I tell you one thing? No, I will admit. Okay, now this the messy side of me. I will say that. I'm very much over this case. Very over this case. But Forbes magazine is a messy bitch. They Instagram account posted an old interview that Blake Lively did with them, and it was talking about how she signs on to movies, but she's not content just being a movie star. So she gets on there and she makes them agree that she can do costuming and do all and change.
Yep, I
said, now
clip.
why the fuck would y'all post this shit when y'all know that lady out here fighting for her life? Like, why would y'all do that? That is some childish shit.
And they're saying stuff that she said that while she was like on Gossip Girl, when she was literally like, what, 20 years old. I was a sorry for my, well, no, y'all know me. I was a cunt at 20 years old. Of course, I was bullying people. I was spreading rumors. I was kicking. I mean, I was literally trying to fight for my life. Now. To be, I know, bully, but just don't come for me. Like at 20 years old, I was definitely a horrible person because I saw this other, like, I think it was either a TikTok or it might have been just like a video on Instagram, like a reel. But it was about how she was giving this interview to like this teen magazine, which I'm like, why are we taking shit said when she was a teenager?
Right.
Or like a young adult and applying it now. And she was like, yeah, because, you know, her and... Well, he was Dan on the show, Dan Humphries on Gossip Girl. If you okay, he's on You now. He's Penn Badgley.
Yes,
but her and Penn Badgley eventually
wait
dated.
a minute, not you going way back to that, and not just saying Penn Badgley. We don't know who the fuck Penn Badgley is. Like, he don't have one of the biggest TV shows out right now.
Because it relates to the Gossip Girl part of it. That's why. But when he was Dan Humphries, she said that she didn't like him, so like for a week she planted things to try to like get him fired. But then in a week later, she's like, everyone liked him because he was a good person, and they ended up being friends. And then after that, he ended up dating her. So I'm like, what was the point of putting this out? Bringing this up when
not
she
just
was
a
literally
good person,
20
but
years
got good
old.
dick too.
Hey, listen, he got rhythm and all that. This is anyway. So speaking of, let's just segue into someone else that is kind of in. It seems like any celebrity could be connected to this whole Blake Lively thing, but there was an interview where she was rude to the interviewer that went viral, and it turns out that Parker Posey was the one that was sitting next to her in the interview, and she was also rude to the interviewer. Parker Posey, I say this because Parker Posey is on the new season of White Lotus. You guys, let's talk about the new season of White Lotus.
I know you lying. I know
How did you like the first episode of White Lotus? This is Thailand. We went in Thailand, you guys. We got a cast full of stars. We got somebody from Harry Potter, somebody from Talladega Nights. We got Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Gen Z.
Yes, Gen V. We got like just so many like super stars. And we also have newcomers, and we have Lisa from Blackpink, and I couldn't tell that was her first time acting, but she's amazing. But anyways, we got all this. We have a new theme song. We have a new place that we're at. How did you like the premiere of White Lotus?
Okay, first of all, you just reminded me that they changed the theme music. Everybody involved in that decision, please go to hell expeditiously. I'm not okay with it. It's horrible. My hips didn't move not once, and I feel like that almost set the tone for the episode for me. But then they started firing bullets, and they zoomed in on a finding. So I was okay. I was like, okay, well, y'all starting off with a fine person, and it's mass violence. I don't know what's going on. It don't seem like it's just maybe one person this time. I feel like it's a couple people, maybe a family, right? Something going on, multiple shooters or multiple victims. I don't know. We'll see by the end of the season. But all this makes me think of is that Girls trip ain't a thing no more. And that's sad because they just went to Thailand and that was the last season we got. That's not what you asked me though. Anyway, I
You
really
made a
enjoyed.
great point though.
Yeah, I feel like it needed to be said, and that's okay. But I really enjoy. It was good. I mean, it was a little boring, but that's okay. And from what I hear, it don't get entertaining for a while. But it is. I enjoyed it. White Lotus is just a concept where you like to watch it and stuff like that. I will say Patrick Schwarzenegger's ass and partial penis probably saved the moment, and his whole like incesty relationship with his brother. I don't know what that's about, but I'm in for the ride. That what that feels like. That don't feel White Lotus. That feels like the guy behind The Idol and Euphoria. What's his name? Is it Dan? Not Dan. Sam Levinson. That's it.
It was either giving Sam Levinson or Luca Guadagnino.
Yes. All that right there. That's what it was giving.
Because what Mike White from Survivor, what you know about that homoerotic ancestral tones that we like? But I don't like this one. I like the ancestral tone when it's like Game of Thrones because that's what they did back in the day. But with that shit that he did on Sunday, it just freaked me out. Like between talking about his sister and then him watching porn with his brother in the room and his brother's like staring at him. I'm just like, I just don't feel like I should be here.
Okay, if y'all are listening to this, I'm acting like this is my podcast. If y'all are listening to this on Spotify, right? Okay, I'm partial owner. If y'all listening to this on Spotify, I want y'all to leave us a comment. Y'all let us know if you are a white person specifically. Okay, if you are white. Is this normal white person conversation between siblings, okay? Do y'all talk about whether or not your sister got her ass cheeks clapped? Do y'all talk about, do you stare at your brother when he be naked going to, beat that thing in the bathroom? Like, I want to know, is this all, like, normal behavior, or is this family just very odd? Because, they keep pushing this family, like, on social media as, like, a normal family. And I'm like, I know that's a play on words because they anything but normal. But also, are they normal? I need to know. So white people chime in.
Let us know.
Yes.
Let us know because it's weird to me. It's very weird to me. My black family definitely don't do that. They're like, we'll call CPS. We don't care how grown you is. Like, it's weird.
I don't even like sharing rooms with a motherfucker. So you definitely about to see me naked nowhere. You like, what you doing in here? Girl, go somewhere. Don't piss me off. Shit.
But we have got Belinda back, and that is like the most important part of this for us here at Bravo We're Black. Obviously, we are looking for the black people, which is far and few in between. We got Belinda back, and we have her son Zion, who is the cutie at the beginning, and he is acting the same way I would if they was shooting outside. He's literally trying to get out of the way, and he's also praying, and he's also like, listen, my mama better not be hit. And I'm just like, I get it. Like, one thing about it, shoot who you want, do what you want, just like stay away from me and mines.
Right. Not my mama. What Candace say? That's my mama. Y'all can tweet. Y'all can call name. Y'all can do whatever. That's my mama. Okay? I know what you're talking about. Listen, I get it, Zion. That's my mama.
Exactly. Where do you see like this season going? And I guess the most important thing, who do you think will be dying? Do you think it's one person or multiple people? And if so, who do you think it will be?
Well, Mike White hates us, so I have to assume that Belinda go die. And it would be really sad if her and her son die. Like, that'd be a lot. I also feel like Patrick Schwarzenegger's brother is just too much of a sweetie pie, so he'll probably die too. And then if there's any kind of justice in this world, Tanya's husband go die. Like, he need to die. Greg definitely need to be dead to the bed by the time this over with. So multiple victims, okay? Multiple casualties.
I agree on the multiple. I am shocked. They better not kill Belinda or Zion, because that at this point I'd start saying that's a hate crime. Because it's already only two of us on there. Why would you? But that's what he did with Tanya. He brought Tanya back just to kill her.
Right? Like, no niece.
And that's what the other question I have is kind of like, who is our new Tanya, and a lot of people are saying Parker Posey's character just because she's so like spacey, and let's just be frank, she's high as hell all the time. Like it's between her and I think her name is it Shrataka, the Thai woman that owns the resort.
She. You know what? I kind of see it for her. Okay, I kind of see it for her because okay. Another theory I got. I kind of feel like the guy that when they wanted to, he was next to her, standing next to her. He felt like kind of a concierge at the place. Fabian. I kind of feel like Fabian might be the one to let the chopper sing. I kind of feel like that because I feel like, listen, hospitality people, y'all got to leave folk the fuck alone sometimes because people snap, okay? And I feel like these people, especially rich clientele, oh baby, that man probably been waiting for this moment. A moment like this. Some people want high time. I'm just saying.
That's my American Idol, okay?
Okay.
Bitch. You know what? I put him in because my theory was it was either going to be or it could be Greg, which good. But I also said that Rick, which is Walter Goggins.
Oh, yes.
Niggas give me the heebie-jeebies. And then I also said Fabian, which is the guy I thought that they were going to die. But you're saying that you think that Fabian might be the shooter, and I can absolutely see that too. Because he just seems close to everything. He seems stressed out. He seems anxious. That is a really good theory.
I'm just saying. And you know what? Walter Goggins is one of them people that no matter what he's in, I'll watch it. He's just such a good actor, but he always like really commits to his character, whether it's like a sci-fi thing or you remember he was in Narcos Mexico, like that was real good, or like when he was in the thing on Amazon. What's it called? Shit, that's my show too. I can't remember.
Is it Fallout?
Fallout, yes. I'm about to say it was like the biggest show last year. Fallout, yes. Fallout or like anything. The Ant-Man movies, like he good in everything. So that's my guy. Creepy as hell, but that's my guy.
My girl Aaliyah, she told me that he voices Cecil from Invincible. So I actually hope that he stays alive just based off that because
off the strength of that
Invincible
alone
is my show.
Impossible.
But yeah. Impossible. You guys, I did a YouTube video. By the time this is out, I promise, because I played around last night. I promise by the time this video or this audio hits the airwaves, my Bravo While Black YouTube video about the first episode of White Lotus will be out and about on the YouTube streets. So I'm going to need y'all to go up for that, okay?
Come on. I know that's right.
So let's get into what we both saw about a day apart, Captain America 4. I first want to say that I had Jamie from Black Girl Nerds on here, and me and her talked about the way that this movie has been receiving so much, like, not enough attention, but the attention that it did receive was just so negative before it even was able to hit theaters, which was very odd, very weird, very biased, if I am, being honest.
It's the way of the world now. Like, whenever the lead is not white and male, they will always review bomb for some odd reason. It's so weird. Like they did it with the Marvels. They doing it with this. Like anything that's just not a cookie cutter movie that they want Zack Snyder like to do everything. And it's like, first of all, half the movies are terrible. We're not doing that. But he doesn't understand. I'm not gonna do this with Zack. I'm not doing it with him. Okay. But just like people have to get a fucking grip at some point. And it feels like all these like Collider, IGN, Screen Crush, like all these different places. Actually, I like Screen Crush. I ain't gonna be honest.
Screen Rant. It was Screen Rant that was talking shit. It's Screen Rant because Screen Crush that's that dude on YouTube. I think his name is like Brian Aries, and in his videos, he did a fair review of it. And then I like in his videos, he got the dog in there. And then he does this thing where he does a breakdown and he'll be like, this person looks familiar to you because, and then he'll slip it in there. He'll slip it in there real quick. He gets me every time. He's like, this person is familiar because it's your mom. And I'm like, right. Like,
in
that
every
was not
video.
funny, and it's so funny because that's my kind of humor. But yes,
I love
Screen
him.
Rant was literally crazy, like bashing it before it could even hit the theaters. And I'm like, this is the new route. Like, they heard you. They tried everything. They called in the big guns. Like,
hello, Harrison Ford literally is one of the leads of the movie. Like, you don't get whiter than that. Like, what are y'all mad about? Like, it's actually insane that y'all would go this far to review. See, that's why I'm so glad that these people are really kind of getting called out now, because it's been a couple of years now in the making, but certain sites will put out a review of something. You automatically, you're like, oh, they gave it a 4 out of 10. Oh, I'm going to see that shit. I know it's gas. Like, I know that shit.
yep.
And that's how it is. Like, all these people, their like stock is so low now with us as the average audience goer. Like, we're not trusting you anymore. We're going to form our own opinions. We don't respect you at all. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. So I'm not trusting you. I'm going for myself. I'm going to get the big Captain America cup. They had it on sale with the popcorn bucket for $27. I don't know why I bought them separate. I didn't want no popcorn. That was the thing, so I didn't get it. But I did get the cup, okay? And so I'm going to reuse the cup. But I'm going to get that. I'm going to sit in my seat. You know, I like, okay. I like
Tell
the
people, because you got your routine.
Yes, I have a whole routine. Okay, so the Thursday, Marvel movies, I always go and see opening night. I go see Thursday night, not Friday. Thursday night, preview night. That's when I go. I always go by myself. I don't like to go on that night with nobody else. If y'all want to go on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, absolutely, I'll go back. Even if I didn't like the movie, I'll still go back through and see it again. That's my whole thing. But Thursday, I don't want to have to explain shit to you. I'm going by myself. I'm going to watch it, take it in. I'm going to gasp with the audience, because normally Thursday night, that's people that like really want to be there. So we go gasping things together. We go cheer, all this kind of stuff. I like the couple seats. So they got the couple seats like on the far side, but you know, the IMAX theater, it got the curved screen. So it always looks like you sitting in the middle either way. So I sit over there, I buy that seat. But then, you know, when you buy one couple seat, don't nobody want to sit over there next to you unless it's like, you know, either one, unless they trying to hit, or two, that, you know, it ain't no more seats in the building. So that's what it is. So I got a whole routine. I had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to go back again this week to watch it.
Period. And if y'all haven't watched it, you know, just fast forward a few minutes, because we'll talk about it. Because what I like is that they got all these reviews. It's kind of like with music. Pitchfork used to be the publication where I'm like, okay, let's see what Pitchfork has to say about this album. But now Pitchfork has no taste, no class. Billboard, no taste, no class. Like, you have lost. You have lost credibility from the people and the culture that matters. And what's so funny is, if you now go back to, let's say it's like a Facebook post that they first wrote on Thursday, because that's when the embargo is released and they can say what they want to say. In the comment section, you even got some straight white men on there saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I actually enjoyed the movie. And I'm like, you know what? That's right, Howie. That was a good movie.
Not Howie.
Like, they are actually like, you know what? I think that, like, they were even waking up and saying, I think you guys are being paid to say that. There was the biggest complaint was that Marvel was getting too into the multiverse, that they were relying on too many celebrity cameos, that they, you know, that they use too much CGI.
You talking about the criticism, like, of the past, like
in,
the recent
in general, like what they wanted to move away from.
Yeah.
So, you know, they feel like the cameos that they get, the people aren't really into the role. They're there to get a check. When it comes to Captain America 4 Brave New World, you have a problem at the beginning and it's solved by the end. Boom. You don't need context or anything.
Self-contained.
Yeah. Another complaint that they have about these movies these days, they're like, oh, it's going to be too woke. It wasn't woke at all, other than the obvious fact that this is a black man dealing with an America that does not want black people to be Captain America. That's the obvious thing, but there was nothing like woke about it. It wasn't no kissing lesbians or nothing in there, okay? So it wasn't woke, and it wasn't like multiversal. They stayed in the same universe. It had great action sequences because now you don't only just have shield choreography, you have this nigga is slicing, he's slicing planes in half with his wings.
Period.
Like, you have great action sequences. And as far as the cameos, yeah, you got, spoiler alert, Bucky was in there, but he was only there for a few seconds and it made a lot of sense. He was to the left. He was to Captain America's left, which was like a nice kind of, like nod to like, I'm on your left. And it was just nice to see. And can you tell me, like, because you're really into the comics and also the shows and the movies, you know a lot more about it than me, even though I do whack you about that because you don't talk about it as much anymore. Oh, can you tell me how did Bucky get into Congress?
So I think we're going to find that out. Bucky, so he was in this, him and Sam, obviously him, Sam, Steve, they're like a little trio, them are peoples right there. But then, him and Sam had their own show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They had their own little 6-episode arc, did all the things, whatever. Now, it's been, 3 years?
2027.
No, I mean, that's 3 years since Falcon and the Winter Soldier. When was that, 2022?
Yeah, 2022.
So been 3 years now. I feel like we're going to learn a lot more about Bucky's life in those like past years in the Thunderbolts that comes out in May. And so when that comes out, that's going to do a lot of explaining because he's the lead of that movie and he's got another team. Y'all know that the tagline of that movie is Avengers not, what is it? Avengers not available. Yeah. And so it's going to be great because we get to see him with a whole new like set of people, other people that we love from other movies. So that'll be great. But we also get to figure out what the hell Bucky has been up to for these past like 3 years since he left. I don't know if he clapped Sam's sister's cheeks or he went back to Wakanda and was clapping on Io, even though she a lesbian. Like, I don't know what was going on, okay? But Bucky attracts to the black women, okay? So Bucky, he's doing what he needs to do. Okay? I'm just saying. So we gonna figure out what Bucky. We don't know yet. That's not something that's been like outright
but it's
stated
just so weird because I can't see him as like, I know that him as a person, like he played Donald Trump in The Apprentice, the movie or whatever. Yeah. But like as far as in the MCU, like you telling me that this 110-year-old, well, I mean, it's not far fetched the age thing, but
the president, you know what?
Yeah, like, but you done killed, like you were literally. You know what? He can be in Congress. He can be in politics, I guess. Well, makes a lot of sense, I guess.
We actually, yeah. Now that you say all that,
in the America that we live in,
right? It actually makes sense that an assassin would be a senator.
I was gonna like say that don't make no sense because of all the war crimes that he committed, but so tell me about the Thunderbolts though, because I can honestly say that before Captain America, I was not interested in seeing the Thunderbolts at all because I mean I like Yelena. I like Yelena, but that was pretty much the only person that I liked. I feel like David Harbour, he plays too many different people in too many different universes and in the same universe also that I'm just like, what am I supposed to be? And, there's this girl that was she on, I don't even know if she was on Echo. Was she on? I don't even know where she's from, but the Thunderbolts,
Ghost.
Okay, where was she from?
She was from Ant-Man and the Wasp. The second Ant-Man movie. Remember when she was the one that like Lawrence Fishburne, he had like he was trying to keep her alive. She was able to disappear through stuff. Yeah, her. She coming on back. Yeah. She was good. I mean, she was good. They had to pick from. Okay. Okay.
I just feel. I guess they couldn't pick nobody on Disney Plus because just y'all done. Not y'all, but so many people done dragged the Disney Plus shows to hell that it was just like ridiculous.
Right. Damn.
What? But is this the team from the comics? Is there a Thunderbolts team in the comics?
Oh yes. The Thunderbolts. So Zemo from
the dancing dude.
Yes, the dancing dude. For all y'all that know, yes. He actually was like the leader of the Thunderbolts in the comics, but we're all assuming he's going to cameo in this movie, probably in the end credits or whatever, but he'll be in that movie somehow. But yes, the Thunderbolts, like it almost picture them as like Marvel's Suicide Squad. Like it's a bunch of like
Okay.
a bunch of
Outcasts.
anti-heroes and that have gotten put together to complete some missions. Okay, the Avengers were not available. Okay, they had things going on. They had shit to see. You know, they was on vacation. They was in Thailand getting shot at. So you know they was doing their thing, and you know they needed somebody to obviously Thunderbolts. You know the way it's being positioned is the Thunderbolts, you know, obviously Thunderbolt Ross, the president, Harrison Ford, you know, all kind of, you know, connects up real good. So that's what I believe. I don't know how they're going to position it in this movie because we obviously just saw, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, we just saw him get arrested at the end of the movie for, you know, doing all the stuff that he was doing. So I don't know if they still go have a whole team named after him or if they go have, you know, if this could be something in the past that has already happened. You know, we don't know, but it'll come up at some point.
Okay, it gave me excitement about Thunderbolts for some reason. I guess maybe just that cameo, and also just seeing
Mm-hmm.
the extended trailer or the new trailer before the movie came on. I was like, okay, it tells me a lot more about it. But what I'm not getting excitement for is
Yes.
this new Fantastic Four. I don't
Oh.
know why. It's just not giving me, oh, I can't wait to see what's happening. I don't know if it's because it's in the 60s or because they
Mm-hmm.
just look so vanilla, or I don't know what it is, but I'm just not
Okay.
excited.
No, let me tell. Okay, so famously, not famously, like two of my friends know, but famously, I'm
Important.
really right. I'm really not into the Fantastic Four. Like in the they just are not my jam. Like when it comes to groups, I'm about the X-Men. You know, I'm about the Avengers. I'm about the Young Avengers. You know, I got my people that I like. I've just never truly gravitated towards Fantastic Four. That's just it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. All the
Right.
movies have kind of been ass, you know. So it ain't we've had nothing to kind of cling to. But I think they picked a fantastic cast. Now y'all been trying to convince me that Doja Cat boyfriend is just the cutest thing walking. We'll feel. I don't, maybe it's just this haircut they got on him. I don't know, but it's something going on with that. But otherwise, I actually think this but he can act. I will say that he can act his ass off. So I think this cast they put together is fantastic. So you know anything with Pedro, I'm gonna support. Like please. And plus they picked my girl from The Crown. She's Sue Storms. So it's all good. We got the bear. It's what is his name? Evan Mossbach. He the Thing. So I'm excited. I know there was, I will say, there was a teaser trailer. So it wasn't the actual trailer to like get you hyped for the
Okay.
movie. I think that was to show y'all like, okay, y'all be talking shit about our CGI. Y'all was talking shit about Pedro being Mr. Fantastic. Y'all was
Yeah.
talking shit about some of everything. So we gonna put out this teaser trailer to show y'all
Hmm.
that we mean business in 2025. And that's exactly what they did
Oh.
because I mean the CGI on the Thing looks amazing. The retro, like the set design, looks amazing. Uh, he Pedro is really selling Reed Richards, but he's gonna be probably the biggest asshole we've ever seen in TV. So that's gonna be great because Reed Richards is an asshole. He's the smartest man alive. So of course that comes with a whole lot of arrogance and you know things like that. So it was a good teaser trailer. It got me excited. I just love the visuals of it, and plus it did what a successful trailer, in my opinion, is supposed to do, which is it didn't spoil the movie. So like it really like is getting us like hype for something that we don't know we don't know what the hell's going. We don't know if this is like huge MCU implications. If this is just like a small like we need to introduce y'all to the team movie or like we don't know what it is. We know Galactus is in it, so it's probably gonna be a huge ass movie. So that's gonna be a whole thing. You know Galactus? Do you know Galactus?
No, never heard of him. And
Okay.
I think that the teaser trailer made it worse for me. I just
Oh,
just didn't. I wasn't feeling it. I do.
I feel
But the
you.
thing is, I have no like shit to talk about their CGI because when it came to She Hulk, I thought the She Hulk CGI was very good. When it came to Red Hulk, especially on Captain America 4. The CGI was very good. So I'm just not one of those people who had like that complaint. I think maybe what ruined it for me is that on Deadpool and Wolverine, we just saw Chris Evans say "Flame on," and it was just so iconic in the movie theater. And then also in Doctor Strange in the multiverse, we got the John Krasinski, and we saw how he would look as Reed Richards, even though he got sliced like spaghetti. So I don't know. I just liked those options. But you know what? Maybe the actual real trailer, like you said, will get me interested in it. I'm just not one for all these things set in the past, you know?
Yeah. But you know, at some point they will come on to the future. Like obviously they gotta join our MCU at some point.
For Doomsday.
So, yeah, you know they got to come up with all that shit. So at some point, I feel like maybe like half of the movie will be in the past, but then they're gonna come on to the future because we need them there. Hell, we need you. We need you.
So, is there anything else that you are watching right now that you are just enjoying? It could be old, it could be new, it could be those weird shows that you like I don't know, the doctor that's on the boat, or it could be the 911 988 suicide hotline show, or you know, this is
okay, you okay, not too much, okay.
The CBS Paramount Plus shows, you know, like the shows that, you know, moms around the world sing the praises for. So
okay,
that's a good thing though. That's a good thing though, because some of our audience actually watch those shows. I know that there was Ariana was on Will what's his
Trent.
last name? Okay, yes, Will Trent. Ariana was on there from Vanderpump Rules.
Phaedra was on there.
Phaedra was on there?
And Shamia too. Yes.
What?
Y'all better get in the Will Trent. And before they was on there, they was referencing the Real Housewives. They were talking about Old Lady Gang and Candy. Like they love them some Housewives. So y'all get in the Will Trent, okay?
Okay, so they're like Abbott Elementary in the sense that like the Bravoverse is very big. I'm here for it because I saw the preview for. I wonder. Let me know also in the comments if you are planning on watching Beyond the Gates, because every time they show the preview, they show the one with Karen in the background, and I'm like, why are you?
What, child?
You guys have to know what's going on at this point. Like,
listen, it's gonna be you know what? Okay, let me go and say it's gonna be a damn shame if they put that lady in jail before she can watch her episode. That's gonna be awful. Cause let me tell you something, she going to jail. She going to jail. If y'all don't know, guess what? She going to jail. I want y'all to know that right now. She going to jail. She going.
Oh my God. How long you think she gonna get?
8 months.
No, you're just being ridiculous at this point. That's almost a year.
Yep. See, with 8 months though, she'll be out. If she do right, only she'll be out in 5.
Yeah, that's still a lot for Karen though. Like,
I bet her ass won't drink and drive no more.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, child. Well, you guys, I personally am watching Paradise, and it is real good. I think that by the time this episode airs, I think they'll be on their 6 or 7. No, there's 6 episodes, and there's only 7 of them. So it's about to end, and Hulu blessed me with the full season. And you guys, the way that this show ends, eats.
Okay.
Did it? I know that you watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes of it.
No, I watched the first 3 when they dropped, and then I started episode 4 when it came out. The problem was I'm getting at an age I can't lay down and watch stuff. They just don't work out no more. And so I know by the time, like, I think I got maybe 15 minutes in. When I say I was on that couch snoring my ass, I'm talking about head knocked back, mouth slob drip. I was knocked out. So I got to go back and rewatch episode 4, and then I'll get into 5. Okay, I will catch back up. You know what I'm loving though?
What?
I'm actually, because you asked me what I'm watching on TV. I love The Pit on HBO Max. That's the show where like each episode is an hour-long shift at the hospital, and so they go. The whole season is the whole like shift. I'm into it. I love me a good medical drama. Okay, so I'm into it real bad, real bad.
The people are saying that it's a real good show.
Yeah, it got renewed for season 2.
I heard that it got renewed. Yeah, I was just about to say it got renewed. I personally, medical shows trigger me because I'm already in there a lot. So
yeah, you definitely don't need to watch shit. I don't need to watch it. I don't know why the hell I do. Yeah. Definitely shit. I need to keep my ass away from around now. I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you about is you literally look. You guys are going to see this, obviously. You look so skinty, so snatched.
Oh.
I know that you went on you're still on your, yes, you're still on your journey, your health journey, and you come so far. So can you tell the people how you ended up losing 30 pounds in about, 6 months it's been?
Not even that long. It's been like almost 3.
Wow.
Yes. I've like literally like, first of all, the biggest thing is I got in therapy. I knew I needed to change a whole lot of habits. And so I got into therapy and I had to figure out like what my triggers were for a lot of stuff. So I had to talk a lot of stuff out because I was the person like any little thing happened, like the wind will blow too hard. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to get some ice cream because this is a little too much going on. And I had to break that cycle. Like that was the first thing. So my therapist, I have a fantastic therapist. He's really helped me like figure out like that kind of stuff. And so now that I've like broken the like emotional attachment to food, now like I actually just like I literally started working with a personal trainer who like, I mean, you can do your own meal plans and stuff like that. You can do your own macros, get it like online. You can find a calculator for macros, all that stuff. You can do your own thing. I just know I wanted somebody to like personally hold me accountable. Like he makes me send my screenshots of my fitness pal every day to him. So I do that. I know. I eat my breakfast. Let me go through my day. My breakfast, I eat my turkey sausage and my egg white omelet with spinach. My snack between lunch is I have me some Greek yogurt, you know, the ones with a whole lot of protein but no sugar. Some almond butter and some blueberries or like some strawberries, you know, whatever. My lunch is going to be like, you know, a protein and like maybe a little brown rice, you know. So either like a piece of salmon, you know, a little piece of lean steak, maybe a little chicken, some shrimp, something like that. Dinner is going to be similar. It's going to be something like that, you know, something protein, you know, all like that kind of stuff. You know, I add in my greens wherever I want to. I do that. And then my last meal is after I come from the gym, I will have me a protein shake before bed.
Wow. But what about snacks? Like I know you have the yogurt, but like, you're not a snacker? Because my problem is that I think every time a TV show comes on, I'm like, I need a snack. Like
that's what I had to break. Like,
I don't feel complete without something to eat when I'm watching the TV.
Literally, that's one of the things I had to break because I was like, this cannot. Because I guess one thing to be like, oh, let's get a little, you know, popcorn to watch this movie with or something like that. I was like, bitch, let me order me an oxtail plate with macaroni and stuff like that to watch. Like, exactly. I don't need all of that for fucking RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, that's a lot. Like, what am I doing? So that's what I had to like figure out. I was like, this can't be okay. Like, let me work through some of this.
How the hell did you break that though? Because that's my problem. Is that it's a new Housewives episode on, so I need something to eat. Oh, the new season of Love Is Blind is out. I need something to eat. By the way, you guys notice that we didn't talk Love Is Blind because that shit is boring as hell. I don't know if it's gonna be better the second batch of episodes. Right now, I can't tell the men apart. Some of them are just getting straight on my nerves. They're in the pods for all these episodes. I took a nap and they were still in the pods. So once it gets good, then we'll get into it. But right now, no. Anything that comes on, I'm just like, okay, I need to eat something. How do you break that?
Oh my God. So my whole thing was, I talked to him about, it was coupled with a couple of things. So for me, it was coupled with me getting older. And I was like, I don't feel like I'm getting like old. I don't feel like I'm handling the aging process well. Like I'm always hyper conscious about like, oh my God, I'm 35, I'm mid 30s, I'm this, I'm that. Like that's too old. Like whenever, if anybody else says like, like that's 35 is like a super young housewife. Yeah. Like, like that's, we talk about that all the time.
You could just only be president now. Like they don't even let you be president.
Right. And so like I'm like, that is not. But when you say it for me, I'm like, oh my God, that's so old. I'm literally like death. I'm knocking on death's door. Like that's like ridiculous. And so we talked about the cognitive triangle, and if that one conversation truly like changed my life, I don't know why, but he literally was like, to change one thing, you have to change the other two. So the cognitive triangle has emotions, actions, and thoughts. So like if you want to change your thoughts, you need to change your emotions and your actions. If you want to change your actions, you need to change your emotions and it's like this whole thing. So you got to change those kind of things. We were talking about like that and getting older and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I keep saying if I'm gonna do therapy, I need to commit and I need to actually like take actions from this. And I need to like go and like do the stuff. So that's what I did. I went and I was like, okay, I'm committing today to changing my life. Plus, you know, we like have health issues. You know, like I have.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I'm diabetic, but like it's very much under control. But like I'm diabetic, but like I don't want to like, you know, be scared if I like run out of insulin or something. Like I want to have a diet to where it's okay. Like I'm not type 1, I'm type 2. So like I'm not intaking a lot of sugar. So like, you know, it's okay. And so it's all these kind of things. I'm like, I don't want to feel sluggish. I don't want to be this. I want to have a lot of energy. Y'all know I want to move to New York. So I want to be able to walk everywhere and all this kind of stuff. So I had to like commit to making a change. And so my whole mind state has changed now.
Wow. Well, I commend you. It's working. I love that for you. And, you know, maybe one day I'll be there too. But right now, I just don't see it.
No, you can do it. You can do it, friend. You've been telling about how much protein you taking in every day.
Oh, yes. 150 grams of protein. And it makes me want to throw up sometimes. So I wouldn't recommend it. I think that people are lying when they say that they do 100 and 200 grams of protein.
Like, I do 200 every day. Well, mine just got knocked down, but I was doing 200 at first. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's bananas. Like, it's just how much. And I hate protein shakes. It don't matter what flavor, it don't matter what kind. It's just not for me. So I just been eating a shit ton of yogurt. And now I have, instead of like ice cream or like a sweet treat, I do Clio bars. And I hate it because they are so good. Like, you guys, get you some Clio bars. They're Greek yogurt, but they taste like... they taste... It tastes like cheesecake kind of, but not really. I don't know, but I'm trying to find like a place that has different flavors because I got the strawberry and the vanilla ones. But those shits hit so good. Like, I'm at the point where I do 2 a day of the Clio bars, but they're 8 grams of protein. So that's why I'm just like, it's so good. But yeah,
no,
all right.
That's so funny because you know some shit is good when you go looking for other flavors. You like, damn, I wanted this strawberries and cream hidden like this one. Hold on.
And they got okay. I found out that they have salted caramel.
Ooh.
They have salted caramel. They also have, I think, like a strawberry and bananas, and then they have this other thing that instead of the chocolate shell, the dark chocolate shell that it usually come with, they have like a Greek yogurt bar, which is like the vanilla Greek yogurt on the outside, and then also some Greek yogurt on the inside that's flavored, and it's less sugar, and it's still got that protein. It's so bomb. It is so good. Right. I am telling you. And it takes the place of ice cream. It takes the place of the zebra cakes. It takes the place of all that. Like, I'm like, ooh, it's good.
The cosmic brown is all that. Yeah.
All of that. That's really going to get you good. And then instead of chips, I'm doing the Quest chips. So that's pretty much it.
There you go.
That's 20 grams of protein in itself.
The road to being a skinny legend. There you go.
Exactly. And then I walk slowly on the treadmill sometimes. And me and my homegirl go to the community gym for about 15 minutes. So
I know that's right.
Slowly but surely.
But guess
I'm
what?
To get right for summer.
That was 15 more than you was doing at first. Okay.
Exactly. And The Rock, I'm coming for you, ho, because I be seeing you eating protein. I feel like I can beat your ass.
And he can't act, so you can get all his acting jobs too.
Let me just get me a bald head and some sunglasses.
That part.
And I'll literally be coming for him. But thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I love you so much. Tell the people where they can find you, because congratulations, you reached 1K reviews.
Total. Yes, y'all. Oh, total. Yeah. Y'all need y'all to hit up and go rate me. Go all the ratings. Give them to me on Spotify. Give them to me on Apple. Everywhere. I need all the ratings. Okay, ratings are the best way, free way to help a podcast that you love. Okay, it helps, like, it gives credibility, it helps like with visibility, all of that. So don't just rate me, rate Bravo, we're black, do it all. Okay, and just give everybody a follow, a love, all of those things. I love y'all. You can find me anywhere you listen to podcasts: Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, all of the places. I am the I Cannot Podcast. That's IKEN not podcast with Kendrick Tucker. Follow me on Instagram at with Kendrick Tucker. Thank you for having me, darling.
Thank you for coming. I love you. And make sure you guys follow me on YouTube at Bravo While Black so we can get into White Lotus and so I can get into posted on YouTube more. Okay. Bye, guys.